Hello, in this brief video, I'm going to talk about your group facilitation assignment and some of the expectations. So, my agenda for today is first, I'm going to talk about the purpose of the assignment. Then, I'm going to go over the specific expectations. I'll spend a minute or two talking about selecting an activity for those of you who haven't done so yet. Then, I'll talk about the actual facilitation expectations as well as the debriefing, the paper you have to write about the assignment, and then we'll wrap things up. So, first, let's talk about the purpose of the assignment. The reason why I have students facilitate a group is because this is a very valuable skill that you can use no matter where you are, no matter where you go in your career. You never know when you might need to lead a group of people. So, it's really important to have the soft skill of being able to facilitate a group. It also shows leadership skills and builds communication skills, which are among the soft skills that employers are looking for in potential job candidates today. So there's a lot of different ways you're going to be able to use this experience. So, what are the expectations for this assignment? Well, I understand many students are not comfortable in group activities, many are not comfortable in leadership activities. So, I want you to pick an activity that you enjoy. And the expectations are simple. Groups don't have to be very intricate and detailed in order for people to get something out of them. They can be very simple, and still a lot of skills can be gained from them. So, my expectations are for you to first be able to provide clear, concise directions, to keep the group on task, to also tie the activity into some of the topics and theories that we're going to be talking about in the course so that we can see how it relates, and then just being able to wrap everything up. Now, there is a grading rubric that is up on Canvas. I know you can't really see anything here. My screenshot is very small, so I don't expect you to read anything, and don't worry. I just want to point out that that is available for you to use. So I would highly encourage you to take a look at it and review it before you do your group facilitation so that you know how you will be graded and what the different categories and point breakdown is. Okay, so if you haven't selected an activity, there are a number of different places where you can find different activities. The first resource I recommend is the textbook. There are numerous great activities in the textbook, and you don't have to do them exactly as they are. If you choose to do an asynchronous discussion format, we can modify the activities. We can also modify them if we're doing it live on Zoom. If there's something you think would be fun that you would like to do in the textbook, please consider that. There's also a lot of great resources online. There's a lot of books that are just dedicated to group activities. I've also had students who have used activities that they've done in the past, maybe for work or for an organization they belong to, either as a leader or as a participant in the group. And I've even had students over the years create their own groups from scratch. So if you are creative and you want to go ahead and do that, you certainly can. It's really up to you. Find something that you are interested in, something that you think will be fun, and something that will be meaningful and connects to the content that we will be discussing in the class. All right. So, as I said before, the actual facilitation, the format is up to you. If you're not sure what the best format would be, let me know. We can set up a time to meet and just go over everything that you are going to require and try to decide, is this something we can do asynchronously or do we have to meet live? When it comes time for the facilitation, I do expect you to give directions. Whether or not you reveal how the group connects to the course content at the beginning with the instructions or the directions is up to you. Sometimes, you know, that may not be the best thing to do. You may need to wait until the debriefing. So, for example, if your group is on conflict resolution, if you say that in the directions, that may affect the way that the participants perform in the group. You might have some who stay away from conflict, or you may have others who may instigate it, which is not what they would normally do. So I leave that discretion up to you. But as long as at some point you describe how the activity relates to course content, whether it's at the beginning or at the end during the debriefing, is up to you. Then during the facilitation, I expect you to be able to answer any questions that students have, and also to keep the group on task and to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And then the end is the debriefing. So if we are doing it live, then we can do the debriefing right after the group. I will leave that up to you. If you rather do it online, you can do that. But I will have a dedicated space on Canvas for the group debriefings. And what you will do, excuse me, what you will do for your debriefing is you could either just post a 1 to 2 minute video, or write something up in which you describe how you thought the group went, what you observed, if there was anything unexpected that occurred, your feelings of, if you were to do this again, would you do it the same way? Would you adjust anything? And then also, if you didn't disclose at the beginning what the purpose of the group was and what skills the participants were supposed to gain through the activity, you would do that here in the debriefing. And then let's go over here to the paper. The requirements for the paper are in the syllabus and also on Canvas. So your paper is kind of like an extended debriefing, but you're going to go more into your thoughts and your feelings about your leadership skills. So that will be due 1 week after we actually have the group activity. And that's all that's expected. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me through email. But I am excited and looking forward to participating in your groups. And I will see everybody online later on. Have a good day, everybody.